Now students, next concept is a promissory note. Promissory note is a negotiable instrument according to the section 4 of Indian Instruments Act of Negotiable Instrument Act of 1881. It's a negotiable instrument. According to the section 4 of the Negotiable Instrument Act, a promissory note is an instrument in writing, just like a bills of exchange. It's an instrument in writing, not being a bank note or currency note, containing, not being, underline, not being a bank note or a currency note, containing an unconditional undertaking. Undertaking means here a person who writes a bill undertake to pay the money. There in bills of exchange, the person who draws the bill order another person to pay. Here the person who draws the bill, who makes the bill, undertakes. What is he undertaking? Undertaking, unconditional undertaking signed by the maker to pay a certain sum of money only to or to the order of a certain person or to the bearer of the instrument. Anybody, either the real person, real supplier he can pay, or he can pay the person whom he orders to pay, or to the person who is bearing the bill, carrying the bill with him on the day of maturity, carrying the bill and asking for the payment, he has to pay. Okay, this is the promissory note. Here in bills of exchange, the seller is making out the bill. In promissory note, the buyer is writing the promissory note and giving assurance to pay, undertaking assurance to pay the money. Now let us see who are the parties here. We have seen three parties in bills of exchange. That is the drawer of the bill, drawee of the bill, the payee. Most of the time, the maker or the drawer of the bill will be the payee, the receiver of the money. Sometimes he will order someone to collect the money, or he will pass the bill to someone. That is called endorsement, passing the bill to someone else to collect the bill. Let us see. Here the parties in promissory note, maker and payee, two are there. One, maker of the bill. He is the person who owes money and promises to pay the money, who owes the money and promises to pay the money. The second one, the payee. Payee, he is the person who receives the money on due date. Who receives the money on due date. There are two parties. There are three parties in bills of exchange. The drawer of the money, that is the maker of the money, the acceptor of the maker of the bill, acceptor of the bill, and the payee of the bill. Here only two parties. The drawer and the person acceptor are the same, and the person is the next one is the receiver of the money, is called the payee of the bill. Now let us go to the features. What are the features of promissory note? The features are same as that of the bills of exchange, but except in certain conditions. Features: certain sum of money. It's assuring the maker of the bill, maker of the promissory note, assuring certain sum of money. Unconditional undertaking. There in bills of exchange, unconditional order. Here unconditional undertaking. It is made by the debtor. That means one whose money made by the customer. There the supplier is, the seller is making, bills of exchange, seller is making the bill. Here the buyer is making the bill. It is addressed to the creditor, that means the supplier. Payable either on demand or on a fixed date. Payable either on demand whenever it is asked, or on fixed date. Payable either to the bearer of the instrument or a specified person. A certain identifiable amount. The amount mentioned in the promissory note should be paid. Now the specimen of promissory note, rupees 20,000, same as that of the previous one. Rupees 20,000, stamp is there. Chennai, 1st April 2020, date is same. 3 months after, I promise. Here the person, the customer is Ravi. I promise to pay a sum of rupees 20,000 only to Harish, that is the seller, Harish, or his order for the value received, value of goods received, that value will pay. When after 3 months, here I promise, there in bills of exchange, I order to pay. Here I promise, the seller is giving order to the buyer to pay. Here the buyer himself undertaking, I promise to pay a sum of rupees 20,000 only to Harish or his order, someone else whom he has to give for the value received, and it is signed by the buyer, supplier, customer. And here the Harish, the supplier, whose address is given, and this is a specimen of promissory note. There are for two types of bill. One is the trade bill. This is genuine trade bill, buying goods and drawing the bills of exchange by the maker, that is means by the seller, and asking the customer or acceptor, the person who takes the goods, asking to give the signature with accepted. On the face of the bill they write accepted and they'll sign and give. This is one type of genuine trade bill. Another one is accommodation bill. ACCOMADATION. Accommodation bill. Accommodation bill is nothing but just transfer of the money from one person to another, borrowing and lending of the money without any transaction of the goods, trading any goods and services. This accommodation bill and trade bill journals we'll see in the next class. In addition to that, there are 4 types of bill discounting. One is retaining the bill. This Harish is Harish is the seller of the goods. He retains the bill till the due date. Or if he need money, he goes to the bank, his banker, and discount the bill and take the money, with giving some percentage of money to the banker and discounting bill and taking the money. Or he will endorse that bill to someone else. And the 4th one, wait till the last date of the maturity and send the bill to his banker to collect the money. There are 4 types of getting the money. One is till the last date, till the maturity date with grace time. The seller waits and then gets the money. And another condition, if he is in a need of money urgently, he himself goes to his banker and discount the bill and get the money. Number three, he will endorse the bill in favor of someone else and asking that person to collect the money after due date. The 4th condition is he retains the bill till the maturity date and asks his banker to collect the money. These are the 4 different conditions under which the bill will be paid. Okay, promissory note, bill, both are there. These are the 4 conditions, and how to pass the journal we'll see in the next class. Thank you. We'll see in the next video.